Well, hi everyone. I've one of my favourite places. This is the view, looking over to the Tweed Valley. Tweed down in the bottom there, somewhere down at the bottom. Can't really see it much. Apologies for the abrupt ending to yesterday morning's video with obviously the dude had to leave because he'd got other things to see to, and we were just getting right interesting chat with Travis, and it was a great shame it was nothing to do with Travis. It must have been my internet connection. I suspect it was the huge storms that they had just north of us that caused the problem, so apologies for that. I say things were just starting to get interesting. I've since not just asked Travis this question, but a few people have asked this question, and it would be this: who would have benefited most if Brendan had been released? How much would that have helped Steve compared with when Stephen is released? How much will that help Brendan? So I hope you get the gist of the question. Is one scenario more important to the other person than the other? Okay. I can't help thinking about the line from the rant from Scott Taddick when he accuses Steve of ruining his life. What was that all about? Could it have been because Brendan was on the verge of being released? He gets compensation for being exonerated based on his confession being overturned. Was there the financial benefits to look forward to there? Now I realise that some of this is speculation, but it's speculation that we as supporters are allowed to ask, which the attorneys, they're not allowed to ask apparently, unless of course you're the elected district attorney of Calumet County, in which case you can say what you like. So that's as I say, it was maybe speculation as to what he meant. Apparently Scott Taddick, when he said that when Brendan's out he'll never have to work again. I say it was a shame that we got interrupted. Any thoughts on you sort of how the situation is most appreciated? As I say, I suspect that when Brendan was in the process of being looked like he was being released, yeah, that has a knock-on effect on Steve. But Steve Drisnan-Law and Nyrider were pursuing a route, the American route, whereby they didn't really have to look at Steve's case at all. I was kind of shocked when Kathleen Zellner said in Making Murderer 2 that the defence of Brendan should have had a better knowledge of the facts. One would have thought that they would have had a superb knowledge of the facts, but maybe not, because of the route, the habeas route, the amendment route. Maybe that's why they Kathleen Zellner can say that they didn't have such a good knowledge of the case, a thorough knowledge of the case. As I say, maybe it was a case of Brendan was going to be was on the verge of being released without having anything to do with Steve's case. So I wonder if that has been turned on its head now. I would suggest possibly it has, but again, I'm just speculating. But hey, I'm allowed to speculate. We're all allowed to speculate. We don't sort of present these as hard and fast facts, but we're allowed to ask questions, aren't we? And we're allowed to disseminate opinions amongst ourselves. Anyway, that's really all I've got time for. As I say, huge apologies for the fact that the video ended so abruptly yesterday, but just to reassure you that I've been in touch with Travis, and hopefully we'll team up again in the not too distant future. I'm also kind of hoping that a certain songster might join in, one that has just recently done that song, The Prize. Yeah, it's there's so many good lines from that one, isn't there? Anyway, catch you later. Bye for now.